The 9-year-old girl deliberately put on mature makeup and took advantage of her mother's absence. Sexily dressed, she lay down next to her father. Then she said to her drunken father, this foster father was instantly scared straight and accused the foster daughter of not saying such dirty words, but the foster daughter continued to be unforgiving, so he angrily drove the foster daughter back to her room. But he could not have imagined, although the foster daughter looked like a 9-year-old girl, but in reality she was over 30 years old. A foster father had also rejected her advances before. The end result was that the whole family was killed by her, but it's such a super disaster. Yet they took the initiative to apply for adoption. It turns out that when his wife was giving birth to her third child, suddenly bled out before going into the operating room, although his wife was unharmed, but her baby unfortunately could not be saved. Since then, his wife was haunted by nightmares for a long time. The whole person became very emaciated. She even almost had a car accident while driving. Even though they have a happy home now, she still can't forget the pain of losing her baby. This wife realized she couldn't go on like this, so she suggested to her husband to adopt a child. So the next day, the couple arrived at the orphanage, and this is where all the tragedy began, because someone was already watching them. There were so many lovely orphans here, but the man was attracted by the sound of a song, so he followed the song to the second floor, and here he met Esther, a 9-year-old girl. They had a nice conversation. Soon after, the wife and the director came up, and the dean, upon seeing Esther. The dean's expression was a little intriguing. The couple had a nice conversation with Esther. They felt that Esther was special. They finally decided to adopt Esther. The dean told the couple that Esther had been adopted, but unfortunately, there was a fire in the foster home. Only Esther escaped with great difficulty, so she became an orphan again. The couple felt sorry for Esther, so they were even more determined to adopt her. Eventually, Esther was brought home by the couple. In order to get along with her deaf sister, Esther learned sign language to say hello, but the brother didn't like his new sister that much, especially since his parents she prepared gifts. It made the boy feel bad, making it seem like he was the adopted one, and Esther's eyes seemed to show off. That night Esther used her fear of thunder as an excuse, and managed to sleep next to her stepfather, but her stepfather had no idea of her scheming. The next day Dean arrived home. She apologized to the couple as soon as she entered, because there was something she hadn't told them when Esther was still at the orphanage, although she hadn't directly seen her cause trouble, but she was there every time there was trouble, whether it was fighting and stealing or someone getting hurt. Esther just happened to be there. What's even more suspicious, a fire at a previous foster home. It was found to be arson. The only person who survived was Esther. The police didn't believe that a little girl could set a fire, so in the end, the case was closed. But the worst part was, Esther overheard their conversation. The mom wanted to take the girl to a psychiatrist. The next day, the couple took Esther to a psychiatrist, but they underestimated Esther. The psychiatrist didn't find anything wrong with Esther. Instead, it was misunderstood by Esther. He thinks it's mom's problem, because mom didn't accept Esther. That's why she had psychological problems. After returning home, the couple fell into a cold war, but then the wife received a call from the orphanage. Learning that the director hadn't returned to the orphanage, she had a bad feeling about it.